What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another installment of the Hull City Stop in the Drop series. As you can see on the screen today, we're going to be starting off the episode with a game up against Swansea. It's a massive game, but as you can also see, we're currently 20th in the league. That is because a couple of match days ago, after we went and beat Leicester 1-0, Sunderland went and smashed Man City 3-0, thanks to 2 goals from Jermaine Defoe and a Claudio Bravo own goal, which is a massive boost for Sunderland's goal difference, and it means we're still bottom of the league. But we play Swansea today. We're only 4 points adrift now in Middlesbrough, so a win today against Swansea will be crucial. We will also go on to play Everton as well. So hopefully we could grab a win in either of the games. 2 wins would be perfect, obviously, but 2 games in 3 days, which we've got to be careful of. However, in the meantime, Ryan Mason has strained his knee ligaments, so he's going to be out to 3 to 4 weeks. But you know, we're fresh and confidence. We've got our first win in about 15 games, so it's massive for us. So we better go and jump into this game against Swansea today. Also, yes, I'm wearing the exact same clothes as the last episode because I've recorded them back to back. That's all that is. So yeah, let's jump into the next game. So as you can see, we're favourites for this one. Swansea just lost 4-0 to Arsenal, so they're going to be a little bit fragile. But we need to grab a little win today. We've changed our formation to the 4-4-1-1, which we switched to when we went on to grab a win against Leicester. So we're going to keep it the same. Livermore comes in for the injured Mason. Piazza starts at attacking midfield, in behind Abel Hernandez. Garbett, Davis, Dawson and Christie across the back again with Marshall in goal. Swansea going a little bit more attacking. They're going to start with Llorente, the big man, up front. Sigurdsson just behind him. Montero and Nathan Dyer on the wings. Tom Cleverley and Jack Cork through the middle. Taylor, Amat, Fernandez and Norton at the back with Fabianski in goal. Hopefully we can grab a win today. They've got another big man in Borgia Baston on the bench. So we're going to go passionate and say, go out there and give the fans a money's worth. Again, we'll go with an assertive team talk of the faith. A few greens, possibly not enough, but we're going to kick off today at the Circle. Our home form has been a bit questionable, so if we could grab a win today, it'd be awesome. Sigurdsson lays it off early on for Dyer, and here's Norton with loads of room. He probably should have done a little bit better with that. Within the first 3 minutes, Swansea with a huge opportunity to go 1-0. Marshall comes and collects the corner though. And Swansea already with the best, well, a massive chance within a few minutes here at the Circle. But need to grab a couple of wins now. As I say, Swansea a little bit fragile. We got a win in the last game. We need to try and take advantage of that. Norton's long throw is cut out early by Snodgrass. Swansea will come forward though. We're on the back foot here. And Dyer with a ball in. Deflected and it's gone in. Jack Cork with the goal. Swansea lead. It's been all Swansea really highlight-wise so far. Not the ideal start for us. His cross was deflected back and Cork had a lot of time. And Marshall got a touch on it but couldn't hold it. He probably should have done a little bit better. What we'll do, quickly pause it. We're going to calmly encourage the players. A couple of players looking a little bit nervous and so on. A free kick here played short to Garbett on the left-hand side into Pulisic. Plays it all the way back to Marshall. We'll start again now. Hopefully this doesn't allow Swansea to put a bit of pressure on. We keep the possession though. Livermore, long ball forward towards Abel Hernandez. We won the header again. We didn't win the flick on though. Livermore back again. We've played it forward. And Abel Hernandez, it's intercepted and back to Fabianski this time. And Swansea will start from the back. Into Norton. Hopefully, well, Swansea are hoping to keep a little bit of possession. But we've lifted it forward. But now Nathan Dyer is going to whip one in. And Llorente, the big man, he's always going to be a danger, and he volleys it home past the goalkeeper. Swansea now 2-0. They've doubled their lead within the half hour, and they're looking very, very good so far. We're looking very sloppy in possession. Llorente volleys it in, top corner, and Swansea are laughing. It's a goal kick here. Marshall will play it forward. Abel Hernandez didn't win it. Henriksen on a booking again, which we've just got to be a little bit careful of. Can he lay it off? He can lay it back to Davis, into Piazza. He's going to spray it out wide. No, he plays it back into Livermore. Just a very, very sloppy on possession. You can always see it. We've never really got full control of the ball. But Garbett winning back. Pulisic even with him with a poor pass. And what did I say? Literally 10 seconds ago. Henriksen on a booking. Sent off just after the half hour. We're in real danger now. Piazzon's going to have to drop. And we're going to bring him off as well. We're going to bring on Tom Huddleston. That means we've got 2 defensive-minded central midfielders now. The chances of us coming back to win this game are very, very slim now. Norton again with his long throwing in. Headed back only as far as Norton. Fires it in. Sigurdsson blocked. Snodgrass Can't even keep it in. It's out for a Swansea corner. Just before half-time, they're searching for the third of the game. And they almost got it. Norton blasts it wide. It's a huge chance for Swansea in their bid for survival. Not great for us. It's definitely not after, we've been very, very poor. It's another chance. Norton with another one of these throw-ins. Doesn't work again. It's the third time Swansea have done that, but we collect it. Marshall taking a little bit too long, I suppose. We could get them on the counter-attack, and we lost possession straight away. And Dyer's going to use his pace, but it's deflected and found Abel Hernandez, who's going to burst forward on his own. All on his own. He's got a shot on goal. Well wide. And that's going to be probably our only good chance of the game. Not be good enough. It's going to be an aggressive one at half-time. Show me something else. But Piazzon, who was forced to be brought off due to that red card from Henriksen. We're going to give him an aggressive. And his morale goes down. But you know what? 2 bookings, not acceptable in the first half. And it's left us in the lurch and going to leave us now with 0 points in this game. I'm sure of it. There's a corner though. Pulisic with the ball in. Headed away. Christie, can he play back in? He goes down and it's cleared away. And Llorente now will chase. Garbett picks it up though. Flicks it back to Marshall. Can we start an attack, or is the ball going to go straight back to Swansea? Lifts it forward. A big one as well towards Abel Hernandez. Huddleston wins a header. Here's Christian Pulisic. It's Abel Hernandez. Finds Robert Snodgrass back into the box. Could have probably burst with it down the byline there. Snodgrass back inside. He's found Livermore. Back to Snodgrass. Better from us here. Cyrus Christie. Back to Jake Livermore, who had a shot. Huddleston! What a goal! 8 minutes into the second half. Get my words out. We're back in it. And it's a wonderful, wonderful strike from Tom Huddleston. Cyrus Christie, expected him to whip it through. Livermore, his shot was blocked. And Huddleston with a pile driver. Fabianski caught by surprise and couldn't keep it out. And the power on that was brilliant from Tom Huddleston. And all of a sudden, maybe another chance here. Huddleston again into Abel Hernandez. Livermore's through. Oh, it's 2-2. We're back level here at the circle. It is 2-2. And get in. What a comeback. Huddleston into Abel Hernandez, who played it through, and Jake Livermore never gave up, and he smashes it home. Again, Fabianski gets a touch on it, but can't keep it out. And all of a sudden, the game is twisted on its head, and we've had more shots than Swansea, and we've suddenly turned up. Abel Hernandez is going to come off, though. Diamande is going to come on as a target man. We'll keep Livermore on. We'll keep that as it is at the moment, just to give us maybe a couple of fresh legs going forward. But at the moment, it is 2-2. We've kept things as they are. Swansea going a little bit more attacking. Is there going to be any drama? 15 seconds left. Can we break away? Sigurdsson wins it back. Borja Baston into Cork. Ball forward. Rowledge was in, but he was offside. And what a comeback here we have today. Great fighting spirit. Full time. It's finished Hull 2, Swansea 2. And it's going to be a passionate one, especially being 2-0 down there. A superb performance. Huddleston came on. He changed the game today, along with Livermore in the midfield. I think those two have earned their spots as the central midfield partnership in the next game. A point, again, better than none. Obviously, against Swansea, it would have been much better to win the 3 points. But in the circumstances, already being 2-0 down and then the early red card, and then to come back and grab 2 goals to get a draw. Fantastic fighting spirit. We need to now translate that, though, into winning performances. So then, here we are. Second game of the episode is against Everton today, who are currently 7th in the league. They are looking to push possibly for a top 5 spot. However, they are quite a way out of that at the moment. We're back bottom of the league. Sunderland grabbing a win in their last game. Swansea now 2 points behind us. They played Bournemouth away today, so it's getting very, very close. We're only 3 points now away from Middlesbrough. If we can win today, it will be massive as expected. Hull, though, are 10-1 today to win, but it could be a massive victory if we do grab 3 points today. Now Everton setting up fairly defensively. Stekelenburg in goal, Baines, Williams, Jagielka as Garlo at the back. 2 defensive midfielders in Gareth Barry and James McCarthy. Central midfielder in Darren Gibson, Morales, Enner Valencia and Lukaku as the front 3. Just trying to check out if we've made any changes. Pulisic, Huddleston, Livermore, Snodgrass, Piazza. I think Robertson's the only change from that. Well, from the starting lineup, Robertson comes in for Garbutt, who's ineligible because he's against his parent club, and Huddleston obviously comes in for the suspended Henriksen. So hoping today that we can grab a good win. We're going to go hard on Darren Gibson as he's got a slight injury. It's a potential arm injury though, so I'm not sure if that will be affected by how we go in with our tackling. But it's a big game today, and obviously Lukaku is a beast up front. But Everton had a little kind of curse on this game where sometimes they don't possibly do as planned. And early on, there's a chance of Kevin Morales off the woodwork, and we clear it away. And it's a massive chance for us there. But we're hoping today that we can kind of go forward and carry on how we played in the second half of the last game. But it's not started too well at the moment. With Morales, another ball in with Baines possibly. He's lost out though, and Robertson can burst it forward. Long ball towards Abel Hernandez, but Gareth Barry cuts it out. He plays it into his Garlo on the right-hand side. Gibson on the ball now. He loses out to Huddleston. And Tommy Huddleston in towards Jake Livermore here. And all of a sudden we're looking good. Livermore has a strike and it's not far away. And the first shot of the game for us is from Jake Livermore and just over the bar. We started off quite brightly there. Good challenging forward. And we're going to keep this highlight going. Darren Gibson loses out again. Robertson into Piazzon. Huddleston and Livermore. Good triangle passes into Abel Hernandez now. Can he lay it off for someone? He can find Livermore. Looking way better in possession this game. Huddleston, our passing's been absolutely beautiful. Holding the ball still. Here's Tom Huddleston. Into Pulisic. Into Livermore again. Can he play that ball through? He certainly can. Piazzon should have put it into the back of the net. Anywhere but there if he smashed it in. But what a wonderful passing move that was. And we're having a big number of possession now. Here's Enner Valencia. Out to the wing. It's a good ball in. Dangerously headed back across by our own defender, Dawson there. Another highlight before I can even get a team talk. I was going to pause it, but it's fast-flowing football from both sides at the moment. Lukaku forced to burst forward on his own and lost out. Piazzon and back to Davis into Tommy Huddleston. Piazzon again and finds Pulisic on the left-hand side. Cuts inside. Can he find a man? He can find Livermore. A little bit of room maybe for him to strike again, and he certainly does. And again, it wasn't far away. We're looking good. Much better football from us coming in towards half-time. And there's one more chance perhaps for one of the sides. Huddleston back to Curtis Davis, who whips it forward. Abel Hernandez had time to bring it down there, but he opted to try and knock it on himself. It didn't quite work, and Everton trying to hoof it up towards Lukaku. May well work as Enner Valencia here on his own. Great challenge from us there. Morales from range. And now Leighton Baines shoots across the goalkeeper and scores. Everton have scored with their third shot on target. And really their first clear-cut chance of the game. Morales back to Gibson, who picked out Leighton Baines, and all he had to do was get it on target. He smashes it across the goalkeeper, and it is a goal for Everton, who take the lead in this game. And it's been fairly equal so far. I think it's unfair for us to be 1-0 down. So can't really going to say we're happy so far with that. Midfielders weren't that bad and they can improve. Same with Abel Hernandez and same with the defence. Not too bad, but it can be better, definitely. We just got to put one of those 8 shots into the back of the net and we're laughing, really. We're getting, you know, I could walk into every game now in this series and say, oh, you know, we can easily get a draw. But draws aren't enough to keep us up. We need to transform them into victories. Lucas Piazzon here into Pulisic. Good ball in, floated in. Snodgrass won it back, and Abel Hernandez's header was deflected away. And Morales will lift it forward towards Lukaku, and that deemed to be the highlight there. Fitness is getting a little bit low, so assertively we're just going to encourage the players though, although they are on fairly low fitness. Huddleston's going to have to come off a James Weir. We're also going to bring off Pulisic. And we're going to bring on Sean Maloney. Never played for us so far. So I'm going to give him an opportunity to start and see what he can do. He's been fairly supportive to me as a manager throughout like the press conferences and so on as well. So it's only right to pay him back and hopefully he can create something here for us. A team talk again, passionately, push forward. Let's see what we can do towards the last 5 minutes of this game. We're going to make one more change. Livermore off. We're going to bring on El Mohammadi through the middle, I think. It may or may not work. We're going to go overload for the last couple of minutes. I don't think anything's going to work, unfortunately. 15 seconds to go. But it's been a very, very decent performance from us today in both games. And it's unfortunate that we haven't been able to turn this one into any sort of point. It's finished here at Goodison Park. Everton 1, Hull 0. We were unlucky today. We definitely deserved a little bit more. But now we're 2 points behind Swansea. Despite them losing, we're 2 points behind Sunderland, as they have a game in hand, and we're also 3 points behind Middlesbrough, but they have 2 games in hand. So it was an unfortunate performance in the end, but again, with FA Cup fixtures and so on, we've got a little bit of time to relax and get our fitness back up. But in the next episode, again, West Ham United and also Middlesbrough. What a huge game that is, up against Middlesbrough, who are 17th in the Premier League, one of the sides that we are chasing at the moment. All the games now are coming. We've got some massive games coming up. We've still got Sunderland left to play. Palace, who are down here with us as well. Watford could turn into a bit of a clash. So there's still some big games. Sunderland, Palace, as I say, Watford. A lot of games to hopefully grab some points, but we need to do it sooner rather than later. Unfortunately, we couldn't turn our win in the last episode into anything a little bit more. But we grabbed a point today out of the 2 games against Swansea, which was winnable until we got the red card, but a massive turnaround. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it today. Make sure you smash the like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, I'll see you all very soon.